Greetings, fellow beings, and a marvelous Monday to each of you. Welcome to January 13th, 2025. Only 6 days and a few hours away from having a new administration in place. Boy, do we got a lot of stories related to that today, but let's say hi to as many of you as we possibly can before we get the show started. Hopefully the sounds are good and feeling is right. From an old song. We've got, just a ton to talk about today, so let's hop to it. We've got, a lot of you out there this morning. Good to see you, Ms. Pick Cafe over there on the green machine. We've also got B-Mo Betta, good to B-Mo Betta, and many others sent some lovely earlier greetings I can't reach. We've got Evil Ramen out there. Kaladin 910. Mark Fields with positive vibes for everybody. Captain Fandom Nerd, good morning, my friend. And Lord Thoth from Canada. What's going on, Lord Thoth? Spidey Unlimited. What's up, Spidey Unlimited? See it. We got the lovely Gifty from Ruby Hoove. In fact, we got 2 Gifties from Ruby Hoove. Thank you, Ruby Hoove. Amazing. Mark Nichols is in the house. What's going on, Mark? We've got Karimlon. SFXF 314 Sabertooth Raptor. Good to see you, my friend. Hope you're having a lovely morning. Jill is out there wielding that wrench and apparently won't be available on the 21st or something. Well, that's okay. Thank you for being here wrenching away. I need you whenever you're available. We've got Andy Masterson out there, the talented one himself, and our good friend Griffin with today's history lesson of the day. 1908, Henry Farman became the first person to fly an observed circuit of more than 1 kilometer. Also, the first race between airplanes, winning him the Grand Prix d'Aviation. Aviation. Good to see you all. Good morning. Thank you for that, Griffin. We've got a few other folks that rolled through the door. Peach Fan Ann delivering some bad news, as well as greeting everybody. Luke, our friend Luke. Holler if you hear me. Horowitz. I always mispronounce his name, he'll understand. But my friend, I'm so very sorry for your loss, losing your dad. I know it was a lot of a battle recently, but my heartfelt condolences and sadness is with you, my friend. So if you're watching this on the replay, just know we care. I'm praying for you. We've got more folks out there as well. We've got, my goodness, well, names rolling. So thank you, Peach Fan Ann, for that terrible news. Davina Duckworth is in the house. Hello, Davinia. And M&M Fish. Oh, I burped. Excuse me. Terribly sorry. M&M Fish with the beautiful kitty. Hello. Let's see. Who else is out there in the world? More and more people. Believe it or not. Like Morgan King. What is up, brother? Great to see you. I'm going to get that Discord set up again. Let's see. Who else is out there? We've got a few other folks rolling in the door, like another Canadian from Canada, Randall Orser. Thank you for that. We've got a super duper chat for 5 Culture Casino Cash. My volume is super low. I don't even know how that's possible. I have cranked this puppy up to huge amounts. I don't know why it would be reduced. And I dropped the music substantially. Thank you for that. And thank you for the Culture Casino Gifty. Much appreciated. We've got a few other folks saying, your quiet music is loud. Can't hear you. Okay. All right. Thank you for the 5 Canadian, Morgan King. I appreciate it. It's good to see Native Hawaiian out there as well. This is actually easy to fix. I will just kill the music. There. Problem solved. And I don't know why. I do not know why I would not have a volume of appropriate level. It should be very hot. But we'll actually work on getting birds redone. But on that note, here we go. We got to jump into the countdown. Hopefully you guys are all ready for a very eventful day. Here we go. Punkwaddle, what's up? My favorite penguin. Good to see you, buddy. A few other folks have rolled through the door, like Carlos Alfredo Lopez. What's up? And a few more. Look at all of y'all. Good morning. Lee Kindler's out there. We've got, let's see. D-Bud Martin, of course. D-Bud's here. Look at that, Rich. Plus, we got Cash Kester. What's up, smoking man? Daryl. It's been a long time. I hope you're doing well. 6 minutes starts now. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or good night, wherever you are, whatever you're watching. Thanks for checking out the 6 Minute Daily. We have a lot to talk about, not a lot of time to do it in 19 stories, and also let's start here. Apparently, police arrest 2 suspected burglars in the Brentwood neighborhood, and particularly at Kamala's home in Brentwood. In fact, there are a lot of people in Brentwood, including the Dana Waldens of the world and the Disney fella, Bob Iger, and many, many more of these people that hobnob in that neighborhood go walking together and try to set the world on. Well, anyway, there's a lot of this going on in rich neighborhoods, and it's been speculated that that's the reason some of the fires have been started. But 2 people were arrested for flying drones above the Eaton fire. I wouldn't imagine why this wouldn't have happened. I guess one of them actually made a hole in a plane. That's strange. Did not know that. And I just want to say thank you for a Ruby Hoof $2. Says, I'll have a migraine. So I will watch later. All right. Thanks for being part of the replay gang. So drones, no bueno, but firefighters are basically, because there are public and private firefighting teams, are basically a class warfare flashpoint at this point. Of course, you know, whether or not the rich neighborhoods are getting preferential treatment, or if you can afford to have your own private firefighters, you've got lots of them working for utilities, insurers, independent jurisdictions, and many, many more reasons, including some mall areas as well. This is going to be a conversation, I assure you, for a long, long time. Zombie Box, thank you for this, Andy. £2 sterling. With a super sticker of my favorite little Shiba Inu dog. Thank you, my friend. We got more to get to, like certain evacuation orders have been lifted or reduced. Death toll has risen over 24 people across Palisades and Eaton fires, and those numbers are likely to go up as they have cadaver dogs searching those areas. Den of Thieves, though, in lighter news for Hollywood, stole the box office crown with a $15 million opening, while Robbie Williams' biopic with a monkey face that crashed. That's right. $1 million. That's it. With a $110 million budget, that thing's done. Captain America, speaking of flops, Brave New World eyes a lowered forecasted expectation between 86 and 95 million. Now, I just released a video where that number was much higher at 107. Of course, it was much lower at 81. I feel like it's going to be down closer to 81. What do you think? Check out that video. It's linked in the description below. The Flash director, Andy Muschietti, who made probably the worst superhero movie of all time in The Flash, says the film flopped because it wasn't a movie that appealed to everybody, to all 4 quadrants. You know, broad audience. Well, yeah, it wasn't that didn't appeal to anybody, which is why it didn't make any money. Speaking of things that aren't going to make money, at least not for a while, the PGA awards have been delayed again. Not that this is a moneymaker, but all of the other award shows have been delayed that are coming up for nominations, at least. We'll have to see how this ends at the end of the day. California wildfires, according to the AP, are racist. That's right, deeper inequality in their wake. This actually, I believe, said inequity to begin with. But this is the garbage that the AP continues to serve up. We have 3 or 4 examples in today's video of this kind of yellow journalism. In fact, this is at least straightforward. The title is correct. Walmart says you should discard their recalled chicken broth. Please do so. Do not get sick. It is not worth it. You do not want salmonella. You also don't want Canadian's prime minister, but he seems to be urging U.S. consumers, that's us, trying to go to the people. You have no appeal here in the United States, dude, to consider the harm that the tariffs would cause. Like, we could get Trump to do anything anyway. We kind of voted for him to, make the playing field fair and level. You are the guy that is tearing it out from underneath your people, which is why you're resigning. Bill, I almost said Bill. Bill Biden, but Joe Biden, is considering preemptive pardons for all the criminals that tried to help him out of a very bad circumstance and to criticize the incoming president. Didn't work out very well. Likely going to have to pardon those people because Liz Cheney, if not, is toast. Maybe that'll serve as a lesson to people for turning tote. But he's also proposing some ideas I think that are good about not exporting AI chips, especially not to foreign adversaries. And I think this should be a global policy. We all know who they are, but guess what? Keir Starmer's doing the same darn thing. Everybody's making a last ditch effort at control and try to look like they're being a leader. Boy, are they wrong. China and the UK are restarting economic talks after a 6-year hiatus, which basically says we don't care about the US anymore. We are no longer your closest ally if this is going forward. We've got Musk using X, again, another tainted headline from AP, to amplify German leaders. I'm not going to use their far right bologna sausage views ahead of an election. Well, I mean, I've seen this coming from the UK and other places. What are you talking about? And at least he's not a leader of the country. Austrian, far right and conservative. See, again, far right, more slanted journalism. Reach budget accord in a step towards the new government, which again will be more conservative. And we've got Jeff Bezos' new Glen rocket calling it off again. Whoopsie. Boy, does that happen too frequently. And before we get to the end of the road with 5 seconds left, 4, 3, Supreme Court is looking at letting the TikTok ban stay in effect. That's right. It'll be gone unless it's sold. So abide by the law or be gone. I'm not sure we're going to see anything more. On that note, be sure to take care of... I'm not going to end it. Let's do some bonus time. I was thinking about it. I also have a migraine, Ruby Hoove, so I completely understand where you're coming from, I should say. But once again, I just want to say thanks again to Ruby Hoove for 2 Culture Casino memberships. I want to say thank you to Walter Tomaszewski for $2. Says, how long will it take for LA to recover and rebuild? Well, if they go with the 15-minute city plan, which is already kind of been hinted at, a Marshall Plan, so to speak, by the communist governor, Gavin Newsom. He says he's a Democrat. He's definitely a commie. But yeah. Then probably as fast as they can get the globalists to build it. I mean, they really want to shove you in a hole and control all of your movements with your social credit score. Guys, you got to fight against this. You got to fight for actual money. You've got to fight for all of your rights. I'm sorry. I'm just saying. You absolutely have to. Oh my gosh, Master Sidearms in the house. Good to see you, brother. So I want to say thank you to those of you that let me know that my volume was low. And I want to say thank you to Morgan King for that as well. Ruby Hoove, I hope your headache gets better. Let me know if you watch on the replay with a replay gang comment in the chat, along with what viewer you are. And I want to say thank you once again to Zombie Box Reviews. So I'm now all caught up with all of those lovely statements. I appreciate each and every one of them. Man, yeah, I have to tell you, I have never seen more slanted journalism outside of the actual election season that I was looking at this morning. With the incoming president merely, less than a week away at this point, right? The AP is just outright slanted globalist POS at this point. And our friend Dice Media Group comes in here and talks a little bit about, well, it's outsourced, it comes from all over the place, yada yada. And I understand all of that, but I also understand, and you do too, that yellow journalism like that is incredibly damaging, not just to their reputation. I mean, it's easy to see and call out for most people, but it is absolutely still garbage to report that way. I mean, it's not factually based. The calling out a government as far right is as ridiculous as calling them out as far left. If they identify themselves that way, sure, but that's not how those people identify themselves. It's certainly not how Republicans define themselves. They're in no way far right. If anything, the Republicans are a big problem. The GOP. You had to have people of independent minds running under the R ticket to actually make any headway in this country, and it'll be much easier to primary them in the next 2 and 4 years coming up. You're going to see some major upheaval in leadership, and you're going to see a lot of people crawling underneath a bigger tent because the GOP or the MAGA movement wasn't anything like anybody expected. Think about the number of people that you've brought in and the number of celebrity politicians and from famous families and others that migrated right on over from underneath the oppression and tyranny. We got a lovely gift, holy cow, of 5 Culture Casino memberships from our friend Tender Warrior 68. Thank you, Tender Warrior. So much appreciated. You are incredible. And we've got Istaphobos for 2 Culture Casino cash saying, I prefer CC dulcet tones without the background. Well, you may just get it. Although in the intro, I think that'd be fairly boring. But I can understand it. I truly, truly can. I just want to say thanks once again for the gifties. That's right, the gifties from Tender Warrior 68. And I think since we have time, that earns some cheddar because we've got 7 or 8 of these so far. Thank you guys. We're trying to get to 20 on Monday, Wednesday, Friday at minimum if we can. So any help to do that, I would much appreciate. That TikTok ban. Yikes. All right, let's sling some cheddar.
Oh, man, that's some sweet cheddar. Guys. Yeah.
All names green. That's right. Let's go green, says Kremlon. I'm with you. And thank you again. You guys really do keep the channel going. You don't even know. I mean, Nita came in here and dropped an enormous super chat, I think on Friday, that just left me flabbergasted for the weekend. So just once again, thank you, Nita. You're amazing. Master Sidearms. Yellow Journeyman's also means taking the piss on something. Indeed. I mean, they literally do. Tasty, you're back in the 80s. Good to see you. Fresh Snow, celebrating some cheddar. I'm celebrating some all names green. And there's Tim Hayes in the house. We've got Nicholas Horton. Look at all of you amazing humans. So good to see you. Holocron Library, Fox. What's up, brother? Good to see you. And yeah, it's great to see Zombie Box get to work with Andy on the regular. I'm very proud of that. And check out Andy's channel, Zombie Box Reviews. You should. You should also, say thanks to all the people that support you. So thank you, Ghost Fixter. Everybody out there in the audience, you are a supporter, and I appreciate you, whether you be on YouTube, Rumble, or X, or any of the other platforms I'm live on right now, which I can't even be clear on because I know there's lots of broadcasty things that happen with this. I'm going to be starting that reaction channel. I talked with Grant about it. So you're going to get reactions from me, and I have some crazy crap to react to too. So once that channel's up and going, you'll find that down in the description below, as well as the 2 or 3 videos I'm promoting for today. One not yet released, about bologna sausage coming from CD Project Red. Yeah, crazy stuff. Anyway, good to see you, Ghost Fixter, and all of you great people over on the Green Machine, like Caveat Ties. We've got Theliato out there. Good to see you, my friend. And yeah, it's good times. By the way, you do keep me supplied in coffee. Coffee is the engine of this channel, and the engine of this channel is the pace car of culture. Being based is the pace car of culture. What else do we got out there? Let's see. Ram Bam 3000 from across the pond. Good to see you, Ram Bam 3000. And many more, like Apex Comics, who's in the house. We got a rate specialist checking it out as well. I got some video editing to do today. Yep. Lots of video editing. My good buddy Loki's Mornings of Mischief. You'll probably see him a few times this week on That Game Place. We got more videos coming out quickly, and on top of the Tuesday live stream at That Game Place. Can't wait for that. Hey, look, it's Carl Singh. What's going on? The fact that the Tic Tac ban is going to happen in 1 week, they're desperate to stay relevant. I kind of feel bad, but there's already a replacement. If you're looking for a place to go to find women crying in cars and yelling about, how men are bad, you can move on over from TikTok to Lemonate, Lemon and the number 8. Lemonate. That's right. Get your fix of crazy people in cars. It'll be a good time. Not reading my super chat. I did not see it, my friend. Let me find it. Where did it go? I see Ruby Hoove, Ruby Hoove. I see Ruby Hoove. Ah, Hoove, there you are. Sorry about that. For whatever reason, that got buried. Let me see if I can find it. Of course, I'm going to read your super chat, my friend. I'm terribly sorry. I was negligent in doing so. I found it. There we go. Still watching for HR streams. Have a great day. Oh, of course. Yeah, we'll have high rollers this week. This week, I think we'll have enough time on Wednesday to get a high roller stream together. So I think that should be good, and I think we'll have a lot of fun. I'm kind of looking forward to it, to be fair. And I think those are always a good time because it's a public stream. Everybody gets to participate, and you get to meet the actual high rollers, which I'm very proud of. They're wonderful, wonderful people, and I do owe you at least 2 high roller streams. So we'll try to get one done on Wednesday and maybe one at the weekend. But we've got to get them done before we get to February. I don't want to be that far behind, of course, obviously, but also because I'm going to be traveling quite a bit. February is a month of travel, including the Florida meetup, which is either the 8th or the 9th, if I remember correctly. So that'll be a lot of fun. That's going to be at MegaCon in Florida, and it's sponsored or held by Geeks and Gamers in this case. So there's that. Plus, there'll be a lot of little mini meetups as well. So if you just keep track of us, creators that you enjoy that are going to be there, you'll know where we're meeting up. So that'll be fun. Let's see who else is in the house. Let's see. We got BMO Bettis is a rant. What did you rant about, brother? And thank you, Ms. Pick Coffee. Ms. Pick Coffee, I appreciate it. BMO Betta. BMO Betta says everything is far right when compared to communism. Very true. Very true. I hope you have a great day, BMO Betta. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being here. We got lots of very expressive people. I love. It's amazing. We got Istophobos saying music too loud. Wait, I already did that. That's like an hour ago. See what happens when I go and look for people's super chat things. I'm just kidding. And I appreciate this Hoove gifting another Culture Casino membership. Much appreciated, my friend. Yep. I think Admiral Teague's out there. I get to see Tim Hayes. I saw Loki. JPR PH1 celebrates 8 months. Cheers to everybody. Cheers to you, my friend. And thank you for being a supporter, a subscriber, and a member. Amazing stuff. You guys are, I love it. This is so fun. We got Troy Pacelli out there. Check out his channel. Look at all these people. Look at all these creators. As me and my monkey says, Gifty. That's right, from Hoove. That's right. I think I saw Jan. Is Jan in the house? I know I said Daryl. It's good to see Daryl. Matt G's here. Matt G. 25 months, 2 years. This wouldn't be happening if we had POTUS Swift. No, we'd be at war or we'd be conquered. Those are the two. Those would be the two effects of having a Taylor Swift presidency. Comics Division shows his face in here. What's up, Ian? Good to see you. Did Culture cut his beard? Yeah, it's been cut for a while, brother. Yeah. But it's good to see you, Comics. Good to see you. Jason Webster in the house. As someone who's studied animation and film and media and has worked as film reviewer, I can categorically say Nosferatu should win Best Cinematography and Best Costume at the 97th Academy Awards. And Jason, I would agree with you. The environment that was there, the immersiveness of that environment, the shots were incredible. This is the scope of feeling of that. I think Eggers is a long future in quality filmmaking. And again, that's a horror film, right? A very well established material. You've probably seen it more than a few times. But this particular situation, portrayal, everything about it was really perfect. I think that Nicholas Hoult acquitted himself well. Skarsgård was exceptional. I mean, everybody in this was good, including Lily Rose Depp. So there's that. It is a film worth seeing. I didn't do a proper review of it. Probably should. But it's good to see Terry Rose out there. And of course, our friend John Yulden from across the pond. Look at all of you lovely humans. Amazing stuff. Yeah, so a couple of things I wanted to talk about last night, but couldn't get the show together for, well, my lots of reasons, including just not being able to put a monologue together that quickly. I was inclined to get some video edits done. Again, you're going to get some more material later today, but there's two videos to check out down in the description below. But last night, I mean, there was like stuff to talk about. The Annie Muschietti opinion on Flash holds zero weight. Um, uh, Outside of the fact that he really kind of told the truth about the mental health situation of Ezra Miller. Um, I was going to be a point of conversation. I really think, and you know what, we can probably pull that story up. Um, these might become videos too, by the way. But from World of Real, Jordan did a really good article over there uh, about the Andy Muschietti conversation around this. And I have to tell you, I am somewhat in agreement. Um, if you take a look at this conversation, you'll see that Annie Muschietti blames the flash bombing on mental health situation and female demo. And I think that's I don't think it's necessarily the female demo, and I'm not sure if that was intentionally stated that way by Jordan. But the delays, the reshoots, Ezra Miller's criminal activity, I think that spoke more to this film not doing well, aside from the fact that it was nonsensical beginning to end, and it was a film that was plagued by studio interference. So I will not say that that didn't play a significant role in the downfall of this film. Um, but there's been no accountability for what happened on The Flash. Who was actually responsible for its failure? Was it Muschietti, Miller, Zaslav? And it doesn't sound like Muschietti was reprimanded either. He's all set to direct The Brave and the Bold, which means they didn't have a problem with his direction, which tells me this was a studio interference issue along with a Ezra Miller issue, right? See you later, Hoove. Be safe. Have an incredible Monday. And take good care of Ruby Hoove. Yeah. But hey, Caradwin is out there. But yeah, I think this largely, hey, Grim, what's up? I think this largely speaks to the fact that the film was just interfered with too much. The Flash failure was a result of a mental health situation. You know, it turned out the way it turned out, let's say. I mean, that would be Miller, were dealing with a mental health crisis. And well, when you make a movie, there are things you can't control. One of them is when actors have public relations crisis. You know, they got into trouble, was arrested in Hawaii, etc. I had, in general, a very good experience with them. See, we're still kowtowing to this weird belief system that people have, or at least he is. I'm not. They are a great actor, a great comedian. I was very surprised by them, but then towards the end, I came across all of this. So Miller had quite the summer leading up to The Flash. Miller's summer adventures are too many to list in just one article, but here goes. He choked a woman. He accused of doing preening of kids. Was arrested multiple times for um, punching people. Committed armed robbery. He also reportedly and illegally housed a mother and three young children on an unlicensed cannabis farm. That's not good. Call it a mental breakdown or whatever you want, but the actor cracked indeed. And what he says, let's see. Muschietti went on that it wasn't just Miller's serial crime spree that was to blame for the Flash failure. He's also now throwing the Flash character himself under the bus, saying that he just wasn't as popular with moviegoers, specifically the female demographic. I think that's true. Um, the two female quadrants did not show up. And notice how Muschietti fails to mention how the project had 5 different directors and 4 different writing teams, and how the movie was also released just as the DCEU was being disbanded by Warner Brothers in favor of Gunn. pretty big omission. But again, this is a guy that wants to keep a Hollywood job. So, for what it's worth, there we are. And where we are, that's what it was. Hey, Jason says, in follow up to previous statement, I believe. Also, they were heavily inspired by the real Vlad, the Impaler, 1431 to 76, when creating the look of Count Orlok in Nosferatu. Yeah, Master, I am quite ill. Oh, so good. Yeah, a lot of people are gonna just like see that digitally, but at least you get to see it. It's very, very good. Yeah, Master Sidearms. I think there was definitely a little issues with Miller and very similar behavior patterns. A lot of people apparently, and this is from some people on YouTube. Sorry, I got a little itch. Some people on YouTube that've been reporting it. Diddy's businesses were falling apart prior to all of his bad events coming to light, allegedly. I'll say very wild stuff. Um, Ezra isn't popular with the female demographics either. Yeah, he isn't popular with any demographics, I don't think. It's a shame. Early in his career, when he was a young fella, he did some incredible, stellar level of acting, just incredible. And then he got, weirded out by the wackadoodleness of it all, right? Oh, and I love the fact that Pro, I think in yesterday's video or the previous day's video, used my term wackadoodle. It's so great. Super fun. Tenebra, what's up? Wasn't that good? It was a travesty. How can you say it failed by its second half and claim it was only not that good? Oh, it was terrible. It failed by the first half. It was done. The CGI was a hot mess. The revisiting a storyline I thought was garbage with the lasso of truth. I mean, there's so much in this, especially the falling baby ballet bologna sausage and putting the baby in the microwave. I mean, there's 1,000 things to call out in that film, right? And I think I did. I remember doing a review on it. I don't think I gave it any praise at all. I mean, it was brighter than most of the other Snyderverse garbage. Sorry, Snyder lovers, but I do not need slow motion. I do not need one half of a film to be slow motion. And if you've seen uh, the silly moon thing he put together, woo, crazy. I'm crazy. Let's see. Dwayne Erickson's in the house. Look at all these lovely humans. Good to see you all. Read by nature. Yeah, guys, double check you're still subscribed to the channel. I've been noticing. We are growing very quickly. We should be growing a lot. You guys are kicking butt on comments and likes and all of that. Share the videos around. That really does help. That's not bologna sausage. So there's that. Let's see. Nathan, Big Nate Norman says, hey, have they ever seen the paintings of the real Vlad? I would imagine. I don't think Eggers does anything without all of the information. Yeah. Wackadoodle needs to be the next CC creation for the channel. Well, there you go. Wackadoodle. Good to see all of you guys. Truly. Bagels is here. Well, that's a day. That's a day. What's up, Bagels? And Mr. Drow. He was good in Royal Pains. Indeed. Actually, yeah. He is one of the people who saw that show and appreciated it in the first 3 seasons. And then it got all funky weirdness, as shows often do when they run out of storylines. But yeah, that's crazy. Crazy for feeling so lonely. Anyway, let's see. Men simping for other men is super gross. Well, true story. But admiration of people is okay. Not simping. Professor R2 is in the house. They put a baby in a microwave. Yes, they did. Slow motion. In slow motion. Like, there was no doubt. You know? Let's see. I'm scrolling. Admiral Teague's in the house. Is it Justice League where she uses the golden lasso and the guy self-identified as evil? It's like he woke up knowing it. Oh, I don't even know. They all mashed together for me now. It's just one giant slow motion fest. I'm just saying. How are you? This is a good question from Caveat Ties from the Green Machine over on Rumble. How are you going to get the movie to 3.5 hours with slow motion? Well, that's how you do it. You got to double down. 6 is still unsubscribed. No, I want you to be subscribed, 6, not unsubscribed. Goodness, 6. Double checking on everybody. I'm trying to catch up. Talking about Patsy Cline, who's seen Desert Hearts with Helen Shaver and Patricia Charbonneau? I already know Patsy Cline. I think I know who Helen Shaver is. I know I haven't seen Desert Hearts, so I'd have to go look that up. So there's that. I see a lot of stuff and have in my lifetime. If you take anything associated with film school or film classes or whatever, you get subjected to a ton of films you almost would never see otherwise. Not to mention in the Snyderverse, only Lex Luthor knows her as Wonder Woman. They've never bothered using her title or introducing her properly. Yeah, that's kind of weird too, right? I miss that Wonder Woman song when she was doing her cool stuff. That's the original show was incredible. The follow-up show was lacking substantially. Aurora Uplinks in the house saying, "Hey guys, just hopping by. I'm absolutely curious how Captain America 4 turns out, but I have high hopes some of it will be good, and maybe even all of it." Aurora Uplinks, it would be a pleasant surprise after everything, including the most recent reshoots, which happened in December, end of November, beginning of December, and the fact that they pulled characters out entirely and placed characters in it during several of the reshoot. There's a lot of problems in this thing, man. I don't know how the continuity is going to exist. I talk a little bit about that if you look down below in the description with the video about the forecast is falling, because it is a lot. But it's good to see you. Zombie Box for another £2 sterling. That's proper money, ladies and gentlemen. Our buddy Andy says CC will show off his COCK patch when he hits 50K. I actually will. A lovely gift from Sean Estep, who did a great job. Did a great job getting me some gifts that I got at the San Antonio meetup not that long ago. It's a good time. Yeah, I just realized I did not have the redirect configured. I don't know how that happened. But let's get that set up now, because when we end, I want you to go hang out and check out Midnight's Edge in the morning. That's right. I do. Midnight's Edge in the morning, going to be covering the box office, amongst other things. Probably some of the things we're talking about right now, which wouldn't surprise me. And probably a little bit more insight on some of the other stories that happened this weekend that we just didn't touch on today. I do want to let you know that I intend to be available tomorrow on all of the channels you would normally see me. And I should have at least 1 or 2 or 3 more videos going up between now and then. So keep your eyes out. We've got a lot coming out tomorrow. Multiple live streams, including that Gameplays WDW Pros Procast. Before that is Morning Magic. And it all leads into the HCast on Mr. H Review channel, and you should check that out. Mr. H has been doing good stuff lately, especially in covering what's happening in the UK, which I think is criminal. I think you have a bunch of criminal leadership. I think that both of our countries were severely compromised by globalism and the WEF. And by the way, that just got me demonetized for this video. They do not like that being mentioned at all. Scott Summers, question. What is the sticker next to my name and does it change? Actually, if you've been a member for a period of time, as you stay longer, you'll get a different sticker next to your name. So, and Luke just showed up. Says Luke Corolawiz art. Luke, I'm very sorry. I said very early on in the stream, my friend, my condolences, my heartfelt condolences and my prayers for you on the loss of your father in the last day or so. I don't know exactly when. I believe. So prayers to you, my friend. Prayers to you. Plus, we need to check your spelling on video on those videos, Culture. I did. I fixed the box, which was spelt with a 9. It is a unique way to spell box, you have to admit. You called that out as clickbait. I don't think I'd have been that savvy, but thank you for the compliment. And this is correct. Tomorrow night in the evening, late in the evening, Comics Division and I will be doing a member stream, a joint member stream like we always do, which is a watch party. Hopefully you guys will have a chance to check it out. Books, check them out. Books, check them out. Yeah, we'll be watching a film. It'll be fun. It will be fun. Bride of Slender in the chat. Good to see you, Bride of Slender. Good to see you. Say hi to Slender Dad. John Wolden says, Yolden, I always do that. The Flash is superb. And with a villain like Yellow Flash and the Rogues, it's disgraceful. Nobody has yet done him justice on the big screen. Oh, in that regard, yes. In what we got, no. Yeah, you can't really blame the Flash, the character, on the failure. I don't believe that's fair or honest. Test for sticker. I don't think the stickers show up on this side, but you should have a sticker. That should change color every few months. So, yeah. Jaffo's in the house. Good to see you, Jaffo. Good to see you. I am super congested. I do not know what happens, but I'm still not over this icky. I don't know why. Tastier back in the 80s says chicken. Check out the chicken. Chicken. Check it out. Who else is out there? My goodness, people are losing family left and right. You guys, I'm very sorry. This has not been an easy couple of years, that's for sure. Master Sidearm says joint member stream, aka live cock jousting by CC and Comics. Yeah. Nick Weiser, special guest referee. That'd be funny, to be fair, Master Sidearms. I am looking forward to that stream. We're gonna have a lot of fun. We these watch parties that we do for members on every alternating Tuesday nights during a given month, which means you get 2 or 3 depending. They're super fun. Audience participation is encouraged. We tend to talk over it. Lots of great people usually show up, so it's lots of fun. Our friend Mr. Fizzy from the Rewards Club gives a Culture Casino membership. Thank you, Mr. Fizzy. I appreciate it. Yeah, it is strange to lose. It seems like you do lose a lot of family members during the holidays. I don't know what that is outside of the weather shift. It causes a little more feebleness in the elderly, amongst other things. So, yeah. All right, Crimlon, have fun at the work meeting. Have a great day. Appreciate you, and thank you for all you do. To all the supporters out there, I appreciate it. We didn't quite reach the 20 memberships we were going for on the stream, but hey, valiant effort. We almost got there. I am not going to artificially keep the stream going for that purpose. So we've got 4 minutes to close it out. Jason Webster saying, I believe the comic book film subgenre is about to go through the type of lull that Westerns and musicals experienced in the 80s, and I agree with you completely. Well done, well thought out, well stated. I agree. So yeah, you guys are killing it out there. I have the best chat on YouTube. There is no one can argue with that. Hands down, the most well-informed, best chat on YouTube, the most supportive, and generous. And again, nobody can argue with that. All right, so coming up next is Midnight's Edge in the morning. Definitely talking some box office. Probably going to talk about Flash and Captain America and so many other things that happened. Lots of wonderful opinions, varied opinions, and details you won't get anywhere else on Midnight's Edge in the morning. There's several other shows that'll happen, including the one tonight with Comics Division. You get the Monday Meltdown, and that one's always a hoot and a half. Lots of personalities over there, so that'll be a lot of fun. And we will see, hopefully, most of you for Wednesday's High Roller stream. And I will post that here in the next couple of hours. So right now, I'm going to finish off breakfast. And I'm just going to say thank you to each and every one of you. And to my wrenches, you're wonderful. As always, be sure to take care of yourself, take care of others. And until next time, well, Toxic Man Flu.
Are you tired of the same old buffet food at Wang's? Have you had enough dong to last you a lifetime? Well, take just a few more steps past those single-minded restaurants and dive into Sherry's Slam & Clam. Sherry's Slam & Clam Shellfish Bar is truly all you can eat, unlike the 2 shrimp limit that stingy bastard Wang has. In a hurry, let Sherry stuff your box. To go! Be shellfish and take all you want from Sherry's Slam & Clam. Located next to the 3rd Street Bolorama, Sherry's is open 6 days a week. If you are looking to slam clam, get to Sherry's today.